Y'all better sit down, clutch your pearls, and delete every motivational quote you've ever posted about being the chosen one. Because what just went down in the love and hip-hop universe is the messiest, pettiest, and most unholy twist reality TV has ever served on a scandal-plated platter. I mean, have we entered an alternate universe where baby reveals come with emotional casualties and designer shade? Because Scrappy didn't just show up, he showed out. With a whole new baby mama. At a public event, in front of Shakira. Yes, that's Shakira, the hips don't lie, Billboard dominating, international icon who just got humbled. So hard you could hear the ego hit the floor from Atlanta to Colombia. Now I know what you're thinking. What is Shakira doing tangled in a VH1-style baby mama triangle with Scrappy, of all people? Is this a PR stunt? A midlife crisis? A deleted Zeus Network pilot? Or is this just another case of love, lies, and a rapper who can't keep it zipped? And wait till you hear who planned the whole reveal like it was the BET Awards finale. Baby, this ain't just tea. This is a whole hot tub of betrayal, receipts, and one woman's champagne dreams getting popped by a paternity test. Let's dive into the drama because y'all are not ready for what's next, so let's talk about how Scrappy just turned a red carpet into a battlefield and left Shakira looking like she walked into an ambush instead of a VH1 event. It all started when rumors began swirling that Scrappy had been acting a little too low-key. He wasn't clapping back in comments, he wasn't sharing his usual mess on live, and most suspicious of all, he'd been stepping out alone, smiling that smug little smile like a man with a secret he couldn't wait to drop. Fans were whispering that he was either plotting a rebrand or covering up a scandal, and baby, turns out it was both. Because when Scrappy stepped onto the scene, he didn't just arrive. He made an entrance so cold, so calculated, that it could have been storyboarded by Mona Scott herself. Walking beside him was a woman no one recognized at first. But the second glance hit like a slap because she wasn't just glowing, she was cradling a baby. Yes, a whole baby. Scrappy brought a new baby mama into the building like he was introducing a new cast member, and everyone stopped breathing for a second. It wasn't just disrespectful, it was diabolical. And there, in the middle of the chaos, stood Shakira, looking like she just watched her storyline snatched out of her perfectly manicured hands. She had been parading around like the queen bee, posting not-so-cryptic quotes about loyalty and growth, thinking she had secured her spot as Scrappy's main, but clearly, Sis was playing checkers while Scrappy was out here playing a whole different game. Let's not forget, Shakira didn't even come from this world. She slid into the love and hip-hop universe like a wild crossover episode nobody asked for. An international pop icon, 1 minute trending for her hips and halftime shows, and the next standing dumbfounded in front of cameras while her alleged boo walks past her holding the biggest scandal of the season in a onesie. Nobody knew how we got here, but everyone knew this was going to break the internet. Sources at the event say Shakira tried to play it cool at first, smile on her face, standing tall, probably praying that this was a misunderstanding. But when Scrappy looked her dead in the face and kept walking like she was just another extra on set, that was the moment. You could see her whole soul glitch in real time. She wasn't just shocked, she was gutted. And the new baby mama, Sis, walked in like she owned the building. Hair laid, outfit tailored, lip gloss poppin', and a smug grin that screamed, "I know exactly what I'm doing." She didn't even flinch, didn't avoid eye contact. In fact, she looked directly at Shakira and smiled like the camera was her best friend. And let's be honest, she might as well be casted full-time because the way she shifted the energy in that room. Legendary. Now here's where it gets messier. According to several unverified but juicy insider reports, Scrappy had been living with this woman for months, while Shakira was out here thinking she was building something solid, posting captions about divine timing and blessings in disguise. Scrappy was allegedly decorating a nursery on the other side of Atlanta. Let that sink in. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. And when we say calculated, we mean full-on timeline manipulation. Because this wasn't some love child that popped up out of nowhere. The math is mathing, and baby, the timestamps don't lie. Remember those blurry hot tub photos that Scrappy tried to delete off his story 9 months ago? Yeah, those are resurfacing now, and the internet's got receipts. Fans pulled out screenshots, calendar dates, and even baby registry links trying to figure out just how long Scrappy had been running to separate shows, and Shakira. Let's just say her fanbase is in full meltdown mode. Some are defending her, saying she was duped, blindsided, a victim of reality TV thirst traps. Others are dragging her, saying she should have known better than to get involved with a man whose relationship history reads like a revolving door. But nobody, and we mean nobody, expected her to be this deep in the drama. And that's not even the wildest part. Because Mama DS, the queen of chaos, herself decided it was time to speak. In a now viral podcast appearance, Mama D casually mentioned that she told Scrappy to stop messing with women who want the spotlight more than they want him. And then threw in, and now look, even Shakira caught up in baby mama madness. Ma'am, did she really just name drop Shakira like this was normal? The internet lost its mind. Fans immediately started tagging Mona Scott, demanding Shakira be added to the official cast. Memes flooded the timeline. Shakira's hips didn't lie, but Scrappy sure did. From the Super Bowl to Super Messy, the jokes wrote themselves. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, producers were allegedly scrambling. Nobody expected Shakira to actually spiral, but word is, after the reveal, she left the set early, refused to do green screen confessionals, and unfollowed everyone including the glam squad. She started posting cryptic Bible verses, talking about betrayal and emotional warfare, and fans knew instantly that this wasn't just a minor inconvenience, this was personal. This was war. But let's rewind for a second, because there's another layer to this drama. Unconfirmed sources are now saying that the new baby mama isn't so new after all. She's allegedly someone from Scrappy's past. A woman who had been quietly lurking in the background of his life while Shakira got the spotlight. If that's true, then Shakira wasn't the upgrade. She was the rebound. And that changes everything. Because this entire time, Shakira thought she had replaced all the chaos, all the baggage, but really, she was just a placeholder while the real storyline prepared its comeback. It's giving filler episode. It's giving plot twist, and baby, it's giving humiliation on HD. So when Scrappy walked into that event with the baby, the girl, the chain swinging, and that smug little smile like he just secured another season renewal, that wasn't just a reveal. That was a mic drop. A slap in the face. A reminder that in the world of love and hip-hop, nobody is safe from the mess. Not even Shakira. ChatGPT. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, that maybe, Shakira would collect what was left of her pride and exit gracefully. Scrappy decided to take it a step further, like the messy king he is. Word on the street is he had planned this entrance for weeks. Not days, not hours, weeks. Sources close to production say he told them, "I'm about to flip the whole season," and baby, flip it he did. Cameras were already rolling before he even stepped out of the SUV. The lighting was perfect. The angle was set, and that baby was dressed to steal every scene, like Mona Scott herself picked out the outfit. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't an awkward surprise. This was premeditated chaos. And poor Shakira walked right into it like a tourist on an active battlefield. She had no idea the storm that was about to hit her. She thought she was the queen of the episode. Turns out she was just the dramatic background noise to a new star's debut. And the new baby mama. Let's just say she was ready for the spotlight. Fans immediately noticed she wasn't shy. In fact, sis was giving angles. She posed for paparazzi like she had rehearsed her walk-in. She smiled with just enough smugness to let everyone know she came to snatch more than a dish. She came for the storyline. It was the way she stood next to Scrappy like they had been together for years, like the cameras belonged to her now, and the baby. That baby was quiet, calm, and unfazed as if even the infant knew this was a power move. Shakira, on the other hand, looked like she had been sucker punched by karma wearing Fendi heels. She tried to hold it together, but the twitch in her eye, the tremble in her lip, the deep breathing through her nose, it was all giving meltdown incoming. And meltdown she did. Witnesses at the event say Shakira tried to pull Scrappy to the side to talk, but Scrappy played it cold, straight up said, "Talk about what? Sir, talk about what? The fact that you let her walk around like your main chick while you were hiding a baby behind the scenes. The fact that she thought she was building a future and you were out here, building a nursery." The disrespect was so loud it echoed through the champagne flutes. Shakira snapped. Not just a little attitude or side-eye. No, sis exploded. Tears, finger-pointing, voice cracking like a broken speaker. And all the while, Scrappy just stood there like he was watching a rerun. He didn't even flinch. And the new baby mama, she was 10 feet away, sipping her drink and whispering to her friend, "She'd be all right, they always are." Woo, that line right there. That's when people knew she was the villain this season needed. The audacity, the composure, the knowing smirk. It was villain origin story energy in full glam. And Mama D, Oh, Mama D wasn't about to stay silent. She didn't even try to de-escalate. She walked straight up to the new baby mama, gave her a hug, and said, "Welcome to the kingdom, darling." The kingdom. Baby. Shakira wasn't just pushed out, she was exiled. That hug alone sent Twitter into cardiac arrest. Memes exploded. Across timelines, when Mama D crowns you, it's official. Shakira just got dethroned in 4K. Fans were screaming, crying, sliding into comment sections like their lives depended on it. Meanwhile, Shakira retreated to a corner, pulled out her phone, and started posting Bible verses like Instagram was her therapy session. Captions like "What's done in the dark will come to light," and "Sometimes rejection is God's protection," flooded her story like a holy tantrum. But sis, no scripture gonna save you from this level of public humiliation. And just when you thought we had reached peak mess, enter Shay Johnson. Yes, Shay, the forgotten flame who had been hovering in Scrappy's orbit for what feels like a decade. Shay was allegedly at the event too, and the second she saw the baby mama, she whispered something to a producer and then disappeared. Fans later spotted her posting cryptic TikToks with captions like "Karma always comes back around." And this time she brought a stroller. The shade was in dental strength, and yet, amidst all this, Scrappy remained calm. Too calm, like a man who had already accepted his villain role and was loving every minute of it. He even posted a story the next morning with a caption that read, "They gone talk, but I know who I am." Sir, what part of knowing yourself includes wrecking a woman's confidence on national television? The internet dragged him for filth, but you know Scrappy controversy only boosts his screen time. And producers, they were eating this up. Word is, they're already drafting spin-off ideas for the new baby mama. She's got the look, the attitude, the mysterious past. People are obsessed. And Shakira, well, she's getting the edit nobody wants. Reduced green screen time, clipped scenes, and being overshadowed by someone who wasn't even in the opening credits. It's brutal. But here's the kicker. That new baby mama. She's not new at all. Turns out she was in Scrappy's life before Shakira. Long before, they had a situationship that never truly ended, and now it's resurfaced with a baby and a vengeance. That means Shakira wasn't the main girl, she was the rebound. And baby, the internet took that and ran. Viral tweets said things like "Shakira got promoted to main chick while the original girl got promoted to baby mama." Reddit threads lit up with timelines, theories, conspiracy charts. TikTok creators started reenacting the drama with dolls and wigs. Everyone had something to say, and none of it was cute. Meanwhile, Bambi, the original queen of Scrappy's chaos, stayed silent. Not a peep. No shady tweets, no cryptic videos, just her at the gym, posting selfies with captions like "Peace looks good on me." But sources say she's watching everything, taking notes and waiting for her moment, because if there's one thing Bambi knows, it's that drama always comes back around. And when it does, she'll be ready with screenshots and receipts. So now we have a timeline full of mess, a baby dressed better than the cast, a new queen, crowned by Mama D, and Shakira crumbling in real time. The drama is explosive, the ratings are soaring, and Scrappy. He's walking around like this is just another day at the office. No remorse, no shame, just vibes and scandal. And baby, this ain't over, not even close. But just when you thought Shakira had reached rock bottom, the universe said not yet and handed her a shovel. Because the very next scene, the cameras caught Scrappy and his new baby mama walking hand in hand into a club event like they were prom royalty and everyone else was just extras in their red carpet debut. They didn't sneak in. They didn't keep it cute. They strolled in like they were launching a fashion line and shooting the finale in one night. Scrappy had the smug look of a man who had already written his own redemption arc. And the baby mama, sis, walked in glowing, not from highlighter, but from pure unbothered energy. She wasn't ducking shade, she was absorbing it and reflecting it back, like a solar panel of petty. And then there was Shakira, posted up in the corner, trying to act like she wasn't 2 seconds away from a full emotional breakdown. Her eyes were darting, her jaw was clenched, and her champagne glass was shaking just enough for the cameras to catch it. You could tell she was replaying every DM, every "I miss you" text, every moment Scrappy gaslit her into thinking she was the only one. But no, turns out she was just the rehearsal dinner to someone else's wedding. People who witnessed the scenes say she eventually stormed out of the venue, phones in hand, security trailing behind, whispering to producers that she wasn't going to be humiliated for ratings. But the damage was done. And guess who was ready? with a statement the next morning. Mama D, of course. She went on IG Live full beat, silk robe, sipping tea out of a rhinestone mug and said, "I told my son, you can't turn every woman into a wife. Some of them just not built for the throne. It takes bloodline to sit next to royalty. Woo. Now if that wasn't a slap with a crown, I don't know what is." Fans went into a frenzy. Twitter threads broke down the royal hierarchy of Scrappy's love life like it was a Game of Thrones spin-off. Reddit theorists were mapping out how long the new baby mama had really been around. And TikTok went wild with side-by-side comparisons of Shakira and the baby mama like it was America's next top baby mama. Meanwhile, Shakira was nowhere to be seen. Her socials went dark. No stories, no posts, just silence. But you know, silence in this world only fuels speculation. Rumors started swirling that she had quit filming altogether. One source from production said she walked off set mid-interview, tossed her mic down, and told the crew, "Y'all can keep this storyline. I'm done being the joke." But the joke, unfortunately, was still running. Because that same day, Scrappy posted a cryptic message on his story. Black background, white text. People show they true colors when the spotlight ain't on them. Oh, so now he's the victim. Twitter ate him alive. Sir, you brought the spotlight. You handed out programs. You built the stage and then dragged her across it. But Scrappy didn't respond. Why would he? He was too busy booking new promo shoots with his baby mama, who, by the way, is now being courted by makeup brands and waist trainer companies like she's the next reality queen. Shakira, on the other hand, was left scrubbing her timeline of anything that hinted at a relationship. Posts disappeared. Captions changed. And fans started noticing that all those old photos of her and Scrappy got deleted, like they never existed, but the internet never forgets. Screenshots were reposted within minutes. Sis tried to wipe history like we ain't got archives. And then, the real bomb dropped. A leaked voice memo hit the blogs allegedly from Shakira to her manager. In the clip, you can hear her voice breaking as she says, "They set me up. I walked into that event not knowing he had a whole child. Not knowing I was just filler for ratings." The emotion was raw, painful, but the reactions, mixed. Some people empathized. Others said, "Girl, you saw the signs, you just chose to ignore them." Because let's be real, Scrappy's history is messier than a toddler with finger paint. He's got a pattern, and Shakira, no matter how talented or beautiful, became just another name on a list of women who thought they could fix him. And now she's paying the price. Meanwhile, production insiders say they're considering rewriting the second half of the season. Why? Because the real star power has shifted. Shakira was supposed to be the big name, the draw, the crossover sensation. But now, fans are tuning in for the new baby mama and her quiet but deadly confidence. The kind of calm that knows it already won. And Shakira's breakdown. That's just bonus content. And the cherry on top. Word is, Scrappy's planning a gender reveal special. Yep, a whole VH1 special episode just for his new baby. And he's pitching it as a celebration of legacy. Baby, if that ain't the most delusional rebranding of mess I've ever heard. But producers are allegedly loving it. Because what sells more than drama? A man who turns his chaos into a spin-off. Shakira, on the other hand, is left licking her wounds and calling her lawyer. That's right. Rumors are circulating that she's preparing to sue production for breach of contract, claiming she wasn't made aware of the baby mama's arrival and that the scene was orchestrated for maximum humiliation. Will it hold up in court? Who knows? But in the court of public opinion, she's already lost. Because no matter what the legal docs say, the timeline has spoken. Shakira got played hard. And as the dust settles, all eyes are on what happens next. Will Scrappy propose to the new baby mama just to send the final dagger? Will Bambi rise from the shadows to reclaim her throne of chaos? Or will Shakira pull a comeback so iconic it erases this entire PR nightmare? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. In the world of love and hip-hop, there are no safe bets, no fairy tales, and definitely no loyalty, just clout, cameras, and chaos. Now y'all, after all this drama, tea, and sheer chaos, we gotta hear from you. Because let's be honest, this mess didn't just shake the love and hip-hop universe, it shook the internet. Do you think Shakira was really blindsided, or was she just ignoring every red flag like a traffic light on fire? Is Scrappy the villain of the season, or is he just playing the messy game better than anyone else ever has? And that new baby mama queen of calm, or silent assassin. Drop your wildest theories, pettiest takes, and jaw-dropping predictions in the comments because we're reading every single one. And if this storyline had you gasping, clutching pearls, or screaming WHEW, chili, at the screen, then you already know what to do. Hit that like button like Mama D hits a wig reveal, smash that subscribe button so you never miss the next scandal, and tap that bell so you're first in line when part 2 of this circus drops. This isn't just gossip, this is elite mess, and baby, we're just getting started. Stay locked in, stay shady, and remember, in the world of clout, the real drama is always one post away.